What's up, guys? Welcome back. New Red Dragon Archfiend support. It was revealed a couple of days ago, so let's take a look. This is the current deck list, and I'm rusty with the deck. I've played the deck like years ago. I can't remember when. So, you know, the lines I needed to refresh my memories, right? It took me a while. So it is what it is. New support. It's actually, for the deck, it's actually quite good. A new Resonator, one Soul Resonator, level 3 tuner, a Searcher, basically a Stratos, while the other one, what is it? Bone. Which one is it? You know which one I mean. That one is actually busted. It's like an Armageddonite, you know, adds like a level, very similar to one of the Synchron monsters, right? So that's really cool. It's also, you know, a flexible level 4 monster. So there's again multiple lines. It kind of reminds me of DDDs in some way. Again, there are so many lines that, well, so many. There are less lines than DDDs, but I mean, you know what I mean, right? Like it's super important to know which, let's say, two, you know, resonators you want to special summon from the deck, right? For example, and that's important because again, it's either level 1, 2, or 3, for example, that, you know, the tuners, etc. Because of your level 8, 9, level 10, or maybe even level 12 synchro play. So that's important. So, you know, it's not a deck that you can instantly pick up, I feel. So as you saw in the deck list, 40 cards sharp. Thrust, I guess, for this deck is a staple. Same for Crossout, simply because Nibiru is a huge counter for this deck. I mean, you have Dispater, again, well, it's not alone, it's more than an extender, right? It also could potentially negate Nibiru, but your opponent needs to have like a banished card to send back to the deck to negate the activated monster effect. So I guess the new support doesn't really change too much. As in, you know, your end. Well, no, it's not really true. It's. I guess it makes the deck more consistent, but it doesn't solve, you know, for now, because again, we can expect more support. But for now, it doesn't really solve the core problems. It makes the deck more consistent. It, you know, it gives the deck more options, especially this new level 8, the Scar Red one. When it's like sent to the graveyard, you can special summon the OG Red Dragon from your extra deck. So it's basically a free level 8 synchro, I guess. And that's really solid. That's cool. Especially, you know, with the interaction of, or at least with Dispater, with Bane, for example, you know, Sound Reborn. So, you know, it's really cute. It's really solid. What is it? I forgot the name of the level 2 Wind Tuner. You know, you can search it with Witch, for example. It kind of opens up, as you see, potential level 10 synchro play during your opponent's turn, and that's Baron. Because again, some of them are at least, especially the Bone one, the new one, it locks you, what is it, into Dark Dragons for the rest of the entire turn? I think so. And there's more of those, you know, small limitations. So you can't, most of the time, you can't go for Baron during your turn. So that's why it's there, right? The hop ear, you know what I mean. Anyway, so I guess this is, you know, this is a solid field. You have, I guess, the, what is it? Ooh, the Hot Red. Far left, level 9, you know, for like a face-up negation. Baron, I think, was already forced out. I mean, this is fine, right? You can't go for Zeus, so like Sky Cavalry, that's cool. Smashers, that's also fine, simply because I still have so many follow-up play left. And that's, I think, again, one of the advantages of this deck. You can, you know, establish your board with a couple of synchros, with Bane level 10, with maybe the level 9, with Dispater, some interruptions here and there, potential hand trap. But you have so many follow-up plays after that, because, you know, you could recur with your level 1 tuner stuff for next turn. The level 4 I have here in the hand, next to the, what is it, the far left now, the level 4, these names, I know their effects, but, you know, it has been a while. So the new Soul Resonator, again, kind of good. Upon normal summon or summon, doesn't really matter. Special summon as well, search something from the deck. So it's basically another extender, especially summon from the deck, right? Yeah, this is more than enough. Yeah. Just, and that's why Crossout is there. So I think this kind of speaks for itself. Thrust, I feel, is a staple simply because of this. Simply because, you know, this is a super hard combo deck. And going first, it's obvious, right? You want Crossout, for example, or maybe Thrust, maybe for talents, maybe. You know, your opponent needs to have a monster, but after a potential Nibiru, that could help. While Crossout, I feel again, because this is a combo deck, I feel this is kind of a staple. Maybe 2 or even 3, I'm not so sure about 3 of simply because there is no space, because of Thrust. But, you know, Crossout, I feel is definitely needed, because of Ash, because of Imperm, because of Nip, right? So Thrust for Dark, yeah, again, going second, searching those one-offs, like, for example, Dark Ruler No More, to keep me in the duel. Imperm on, what is it, Red Rising Dragon, I believe the name is, that's cool. Because now, and this is actually where the new Bone card, what is Bone Archfiend, comes into play. You can also send a card or a monster from your field to the graveyard. And actually that comes in really handy because of this, because of Crimson, right? You can use Crimson, but the only other monster you control needs to be like, what is it, a Dark Dragon type? So, you know, your level 6 Rising Dragon. I believe that's the name. Again, fantastic card, super solid card. Follow-up plays for next turn, have a level 9 for, you know, a face-up negation, Dispater for monster negation or monster destruction, and Bane, again, for more follow-up plays, potentially reborning those tuners, again, very similar to the level 9. And this, you know, as you know, like, this is not different, banishing the level 6, and that's kind of ridiculous if you think about it. Special summoning 2 tuners, basically for free. I might change the extra deck a little bit. Maybe adding in, what is it, Red Nova Dragon? Maybe adding in more level 12, simply, see, I need more monster zones. I need more monster zones. It's so easy for this deck to you know, pump out those synchros. Kind of reminds me of, you know, those chunk speeder decks. So we're gonna go first, Red Rising Dragon, again the same place, kind of get lucky-ish. I mean, this is kind of, you know, tier post-ban list, so, I mean, the chances of hitting those tier names aren't that high. So again, go for the level 8, going for Bane, no, not Bane, but Hot Red, yups. Special summoning the OG Red Dragon. Rule Claros, I guess it's fine. I'm just going to negate it, and a monster was activated during, you know, the main phase, so I can use Thrust. Should be using Thrust potentially, or probably for talents, right? So I can gain control off of the, you know, Rule Karos. So drop this pattern, the monster destruction is there. I should be going for, you know, Hot Red as well. Okay, Hot Red was in the graveyard. Okay, that's cool. So another Hot Red simply because I need to get rid of my, you know, the OG Red Dragon. You know, keep in mind that if, you know, your monsters did not declare an attack, they will be destroyed. So that's important. You need to get rid of it from the field. Go for Baron during my opponent's turn. Basically more, you know, interruptions, more omnigations. That's basically how this deck works. And, you know, if your opponent is able to get rid of your board, again, you have so many follow-up plays ready with your in-hand searches, your engrave, you know, potential special summons as well. So Baron popping the back row, this is cool, and this should be more than enough to attack for. So last example, I'm not so sure about this one. Maybe I could have played this one out a little bit differently, but I mean, you'll see. So this hand going second is kind of okay. Having the new one, the Soul Resonator, I believe the name is, yeah. The Rhoda for Resonator, the Imperm, Call by Crossout, so that's cool. Problem though is that this is a super combo oriented deck, and like the way how Kashtira now is, they will just destroy your deck, potentially destroying or banishing your tuners from your deck face down. So I guess I was like, okay, let's just keep Imperm for my turn, hit the potential Arisard if they don't go for a second one, right? And here it's like maybe one of the reasons why, but there's just no space. Nah, I mean, by the time you're getting these cards, I was about to say that, you know, you could potentially main your own Arisard or, you know, put it in the extra deck. But by the time you're getting these cards, Kashtira is probably, you know, not a deck anymore. So Imperm the Arisard and keep losing Monster Zone, but I think I have one Monster Zone left. So Talents should be activated, I guess, in a couple of moments. Yep, targeting Fenrir getting rid, I guess, of the you know, the Exceed, free up those Monster Zones. Problem though is that I'm losing a couple of monsters from my extra deck, and like here, I think I can potentially go for full combo. Crimson, yeah, discard the Crimson because that was my only copy left. But this Call by, the last set, and I have my own call by in hand, so I'm not able to cross out that. So it is what it is. But I'm happy with the support, but we'll see what, you know, the other cards are going to be, but I'm looking forward to it. The deck is cool, it's not top tier, but it, you know, it got more tools to work with. So again, all suggestions are definitely welcome, but I'm rusty. I was super rusty with the deck. Okay guys, this is it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a card or like if you enjoyed the video. Leave them out. Peace.